This week I'm looking at the issue of gaming and identity. My first article is by Adrian Shaw, and it is in Ada, a journal of gender, new media and technology. This qualitative study looks at how the performance of specific gaming behaviors self-identifies certain individuals as gamers. Using critical identity theory, Shaw is interested in how and when gamers identify themselves as such, as well as how gender and race, as well as sexuality, may play a role in precluding individuals from attaining this identity. Shaw's study finds that a gamer is identified by the time spent and the economic investment put into gaming. This forms a relationship between the medium and the player, who is the consumer. In addition, many gamers self-identify as such when they also have a social network of gamer friends. Shaw's study was based on interviews of homosexual males and females, but the number of interviewees was not stated, making it impossible to identify the size of her sample. In addition, while espousing the importance of these subcultures in her study, it was left to the end of the article to explore in earnest the marginalization of her interviewees in the gaming narrative based on these characteristics. In fact, issues such as time spent on gaming and economic access to gaming commodities were the main points of her interviewee's discussion, and therefore did not support her paradigm of exclusion for women, queers, and racial minorities. This article was useful identifying what characteristics lead a gamer to self-identify as such. However, it did not clearly lay out how the subject directly relates to a feminist or a queer paradigm. It would appear that the author approached the topic with a specific bias and did not support her thesis with the research interviews she conducted. Perhaps the most striking aspect of the article is in its format. Rejecting the rigid stylistic confines of traditional academic writing, this peer-reviewed digital journal demonstrates the creative and disruptive potential of subcultures in academia by challenging the very structure of the scholastic essay itself. My second source is a journal article from 2015 that explores the personal and social indicators of gamer identity. This quantitative study references social identity theory to look at the social and cultural context of gamer identity and why some players that exhibit gaming habits choose not to identify themselves as such. 100 high school students were surveyed online and then subsequently interviewed. In total, there were 67 males in the survey. The researchers had many hypotheses, including the following three. 1, that males would identify more predominantly as gamers than females. 2, that younger gamers would self-identify more so than their older peers. And 3, socializing with friends who were considered gamers increased the likelihood of self-identification. These hypotheses were all confirmed. The authors also found that time spent gaming, types of games played, and skill level were determinants of when gamers were identified. However, the hypothesis that co-play with friends would lead to higher levels of self-identification was not supported by the research results. This information is useful for researchers interested in how and when specific self-identities are developed and why these identities are important in the socialization of said individuals. De Grove et al. Fully explore a variety of moderators and mediators, including age, gender, and friend networks. However, more research needs to be done on female players, as well as socioeconomic status, considering that gaming can be a costly consumer product, and gamers may be precluded due to the economic situation. I started to explore this topic with the hypothesis that some individuals who participated in online gaming would not self-identify as gamers due to stigmas attached to that subculture. This study helped to reshape how I think about gaming culture and how it defines itself. The topic relates to my research in multiplayer online gaming and how and why individuals attain cultural and social capital from this practice. But this was not useful in furthering my interest in the quality of social interactions in online games.